One of my favorite things to do as a general manager to celebrate the success of some amazing employees. So I'm really thrilled to be here this afternoon. I do need to mention my acclamation to Rosemont continued today. I evolved one more step. I had a cheeseburger at the Paradise Pub today. For those that haven't been, I can tell you about it. It's tough to park is the only thing I would tell you. We got yelled at. But anyway, good cheeseburger. Okay, so we're going to get right into the recognition so we can get people out of here and off to your weekend. And Michelle, if you want to come up. And Michelle is going to honor Jose Vasquez. Jose. Looking good.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Hi, everybody.
Do you want to speak about yourself?
No.
You're very eloquent.
Mm-hmm.
I almost went back to my email to print out his All-Star nomination form, but then I remembered that 5 days a week for the past 3 years I've worked with Jose Vasquez, so I should be able to handle this one off the cuff. So everyone here knows Jose. He's been how many years now?
28.
28 years here at the Hyatt as a server. He is by far the most mentioned outlet associate, I think, in all Medallia surveys. He is universally loved by all the other associates and by managers for his dedication to service standards, for his ability to treat every guest like he's seen them every day for his entire life. There's a very genuine touch to the way that he does things, and he brings his personality to everything, and it makes guests feel very warm and comfortable. And even though he's been here for many years, he has an uncanny ability to be able to remember when people were here last and how long it's been since they've seen him, and guests just always love him. And every time there's a sales site visit or there's a VIP in the restaurant, if Jose is there, that is what Jose is doing. But the thing is that he treats all guests like VIPs, so it's a very natural thing for him to do. He's handled pretty much everyone up the Hyatt food chain and every VIP, and he's always done an amazing job, and we're so blessed to have him, and he's never allowed to retire. So that's all. So thank you, Jose.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, come on.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thanks to everybody because I feel like, everybody, I feel like my family members, and I'm going to continue doing it like this for always because I feel in my house with my family. And I'm going to keep you in my heart as always. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support, right? And thank you to Michelle, that all the time, she's there to help us. And oh wow, I feel comfortable with everybody. Thanks everybody for being here. Okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. The new GM. He's amazing. Welcome to Hyatt, the chef, David, everybody here. Every single one. Thank you.
By the way, if you need boots, see Jose. All right, Baldo, you're up. And Addison, come on up.
That was for Michelle.
Yeah, we got a little bit higher. Congratulations.
Okay, Addison. And you know what? Addison as an in-between Irving Park and Belmont. Okay, not Edison. That's where I just learned today. I've been calling him Edison forever. Edison's been here with us for, 23 years? This guy is amazing. He's with us in banquets. He's currently been helping us with as a captain. So you can tell that Edison is always willing to help us anytime we need him to. Not to mention when he's working here on his regular shifts, he's very caring for our guests, always going the extra step to make sure that our guests are taken care of and his functions are done correctly. So a lot of thank you for everything you've been doing for us and you will continue to do, and a lot of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take a picture. Congratulations. Okay, Jose, you want to come up? And we've got William.
Thank you, William. Thank you for all the hard work you do every day.
Thank you.
In the mornings, do you guys know the coffee break guys get here at 4 a.m. in the morning? I'm not even here at that time, and there's one person that you can rely on, the coffee break guys, first in the kitchen. They get their own menus. They start getting things rolling. I'll walk into the door, ask him, hey, William, what is this breakfast? Oh, it's already there. We're going to get there. Somebody calls in the radio, hey, what is that? Before I even ask him, he's like, I got it, boss. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. I'll go right now. You guys know Janice. She's lovely voice in the morning at 5 a.m. You guys don't want to hear that, so just really appreciate it, that all the hard work that they do. A lot of times we don't get to see them. They get to go home about noon. They don't even get lunch, but every morning they open. Thank you again for your hard work. Appreciate it.
A little bit to the side, yeah. So did you notice how Jose said he's not here at 4 a.m.? Listen, he's not here at 10 a.m. Who are we kidding, man? Okay, Rogelio, you want to come up? And we've got Alberto from the kitchen. I don't know, Chef, if you're going to... Okay, yeah, we don't want Chef talking anyway.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good.
This time I would like to talk about Cruz. Cruz has been working with Hyatt for the last 10 years. And since I started working over here, we had always on the kitchen challenges. In the mornings, we got breakfast that got to be early in the morning. Cruz is one of the employees that always, before he leaves, he makes sure that breakfast got to be done for next day. Cruz is always checking the schedules, look at how the business is going to be, not only lunches, not only breakfast, lunches too. And then we always have challenges, employees calling sick, or we need to cover different departments, red bar, restaurant. Cruz is always able to cover all those shifts, AM, PMs, room service. So thank you, Cruz. Thank you for being with us like that. Okay. Thank you.
I didn't know it was Cruz. I would have said it.
Thank you.
Okay, Nikki, you want to come up? And we've got Sam and Barb from Red Bar. Speaking from the back. Speaking from the back.
Yes. So these two are funny. They're actually related now through marriage. Sam is Barb's daughter-in-law, so that's how she actually came on board. But I'll talk about Sam first. So she's only been here less than 6 months? 5 months. And already she has wowed not only her managers, her coworkers, and her guests alike. Every month we get several secret shoppers that come to the bar and pretend to be guests and rate the service. And in the short amount of time Sam has been here, she's already gotten 2 100% secret shopper reports. In addition to that, she has been named several times in Medallia surveys. She gets little notes from guests written on her receipts all the time about how outstanding service she does. She really builds a connection with all of her guests too by talking about herself and talking about her life, and relates herself to a lot of guests in a lot of different scenarios. So we really appreciate you, and keep up the good work. Of course. Now we got Barbala on the other side. So she's a character. We always have a lot of fun at work. She is another one that has a lot of integrity and pride in her work as well. We have actually done some coaching sessions with Barb, and among other servers, she's one of them. But since then, she has really wowed every single one of her guests. She relates to them as well by creating small talk and opening up to them about her life as well. I mean, they're close, so they have a lot in common. But again, Barb always is there to take care of her guests. She's always there, no matter what. She's a huge relief for me when she's here, because I know that everything is being taken care of. So thank you again. Thank you.
Okay, Fiore's coming up next. I don't know if we want to take a quick break, let everyone settle down, or... Come on, Bernice and Tony Fiore. And maybe everyone in the back, if you want to come a little closer so you can see, that'd be great.
Everybody know Bernice? So Bernice and I both started in the laundry together. I worked part-time, and Bernice worked in the valet, and that's how we met in the laundry. And then eventually I ended up in the engineering department. So there was probably a 10-year span. I would see Bernice every day, and then one day one of our people was going to Florida to work at Grand Cypress or Bonita Springs, and I needed somebody. Well, I've been looking at this girl across the hall for like 6-7 years. I'm gonna ask her. I go, hey Bernice, why don't you come over to engineering? Really? I go, yeah, come on, you can do it. She came over. Now she handles around $50 million worth of capital expenditures. At one point we were at $60 million. She produces the cash flow report every month to the corporate office. She knows how to order an oven from Vulcan that costs $12,380 that we're ordering for the chef right now. She places the order. She knows what convection oven, regular oven, flat top, you name it. She knows everything about engineering, and she started in the laundry. She's my best friend. She's my right arm. She does a great job. So please help me and say thank you to her. I guess you have a best friend.
Good job, Tony. Okay, Kristen, want to come up? And we've got two folks from the front desk, Carolina and Patrick, and someone from PBX, Kathy. Come on up.
All right, everybody. So the three associates behind me, I can describe the three of them in 2 words, and then I'm going to go through and tell you a little bit more about what they do. So the three associates behind me, I can describe as 1, impressive. These are impressive associates. And 2, so strong. These associates are so strong in their areas, so much so that they help and they impress me every day to make our department better and to make our team the best it can be. Starting with Patrick over here. In this past quarter, we have had 2 new assistant front office managers come on board with Jory and Nicole. And so their training, of course, is with the management team, but it's a lot with Patrick. Patrick is our PM controller, and so Patrick handles all of the crew, a lot of the distress, a lot of guest issues, guest questions. He's answering phones left and right. He's doing so much in the back that the assistant managers learn from him, and the assistant managers learn how to do their job better from him. I can't tell you how many times, as a new assistant front office manager, I would go to Patrick and say, I'm oversold, I have no rooms left, everything's terrible, please help me, what do I do? And Patrick stepped up and told me how to handle it and told me how to be the best manager I could be. And so Patrick is our PM controller for how many years? I think 9 years. That tenure made however many assistant front office managers and front office managers that much better. We could not be the team that we are in the PM and in the overnight without Patrick. So congratulations, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Carolina standing behind me. Come on over. Carolina recently joined our overnight team about, 6, 7, 8 months ago from a PM host. As an overnight control agent and as an overnight host, she's taken that to a new level. We were joking, me and my friend Molly, we were talking about Carolina, and we were talking about just how touching her interactions with the guests are. We talked about her as a guest whisperer. You were able to solve so many problems for guests and take care of so many guest issues at 2 a.m. that at 6 a.m. when I come in, that guest issue is solved. It is done. The guest comes up, asks to speak with the manager. Carolina took care of me. We were able to figure this out. I just wanted to let you know. That's amazing to have a guest come up and talk to me about that, about how the issue was resolved. And it's so great that you can take care of those issues on overnight and make sure it's 100% great for AM. Also, Carolina is extremely creative. So if you've seen the front office, we have a lot of bulletin boards for our upsells, for our different things. Carolina creates those on overnights to engage the team, to get the team on the same page, and to really just bring a sense of creativity, positivity, and just excitement for the front desk. And so we're very excited for her and all of her work on the overnight shift, and we could not be the team without you. So thank you, Carolina. We appreciate it. All right. And then we have Kathy to my left, Kathy PBX, PM PBX. I'm sure the events team will give you a round of applause for your work with the Event Concierge app. She is on it, ladies and gentlemen. She got it together. Thank you. So she responds to those event concierge immediately. She makes sure that everything is dispatched, makes sure our clients are taken care of, makes sure our guests are taken care of. Sometimes I go back there and she's got 5 calls coming in, putting people on hold, taking care of guests, taking care of ECA. It's amazing what you do in the time that you're here. It's so impressive. And so, I mean, I think I want to congratulate Kathy on the work that she's done for Event Concierge, for the work that you do every day, for all the departments and all the dispatching you do. You do an amazing job. We couldn't be what we are without you. So thank you very much. We gonna take a picture? Group picture.
Group shot.
Right together. We right here? Can we do 5?
Okay, so now it's time to meet the person that really runs the hotel. Dwight, if you want to come on up. And Mark, if you're going to speak about Dwight. Don't miss the blue pants. He's looking good.
I think it's safe to say that everybody knows who Dwight is. He is definitely one of the faces of this hotel, whether it's group VIPs or the couple Hyatt VIPs that come into the building. Dwight is the one that takes care of them most of the time. Obviously, there's a little bit of a river overflowing. Dwight and his team are handling that beautifully without really seamlessly having 2 separate shuttles going different places. Dwight's the one that's helping the shuttle drivers coordinate. Very, very confused guests coming out trying to figure out which shuttle to go on to so they don't go to William Street instead of the airport, things like that. So thank you for that. I don't know if anyone knows this story, but I think it was maybe a month or so ago, a guest got out of a cab and forgot her wallet and phone inside the cab, panicked, looked at Dwight. Dwight hopped into one of the Hyatt cars, chased the cab down, pulled the cab over, got the phone, got the wallet back, came back, and literally saved this person's trip. So for everything you do, that's just one example, but thank you.
Okay, Molly, you want to come up? Molly's in a half marathon on Sunday. Hopefully she moves faster on Sunday than she is right now. All right, we have 2 room attendants first, Esperanza and Maria, if you want to come up.
All right. So I nominated Maria Rosario. She shows respect to all of her coworkers and managers. This one here. She's very humble. When she doesn't brag about her hard work, she has an amazing section. We have so much confidence in her when placing all the VIPs in her section, which she doesn't always love. But she works extremely hard, takes extra initiatives in order to keep up with her section. And she just takes pride in every room that she cleans. So thank you for that. Esperanza has been with us for 31 years. She's extremely positive. She always comes in with a smile. She says good morning loudly each morning. Buenos dias, how'd you sleep? How are you? Again, very positive, great sense of humor, extremely hard worker, and she doesn't hesitate to, when we ask for favors or when we need anything of her, she's the first one to jump in for that. So thank you. They're both extremely hardworking, and thank you for everything you do.
Over here, right over here. Thank you so much. You gonna come? All of you. Yeah. Get everyone in here. Other 5. I got one more here. Hold on. Just hang in there, Molly. I was gonna say Candy Crush, but I didn't know. You want to announce them? Okay. We got 3 housemen, Angel, Mauro, and Jose. Come on up. Whoop, whoop. Pebble Beach. You're welcome.
As you know, the last few months or weeks haven't been the easiest on housekeeping, and I'll tell you it's been a lot easier with these individuals on our team. The department has gone through a lot of different changes, staffing and new people, new management, new ways of doing things, and these 3 individuals are the core of the Houseman team. Mauro has been with Hyatt for 42 years. He has held different positions within the department. He has maintained his section, has come to work with a positive attitude, inspires the people around him to do better, is very gracious and very humble, and is very easy to work with, and it makes me proud as a manager knowing that I have someone like him to depend on. Jose, he has had the same section for several years, and he oversees some of the toughest floors of our hotel. 25 to 29 is his section in the executive wing, and as you know, that's where most of our big suites are, a lot of the VIPs, the crew lounge, 2840. But he has so much pride.
I see Jose, he runs the other way. That's all.
He has so much pride in maintaining his section in his area, and is constantly coming to his supervisors and his peers with suggestions. He asks questions. He says, I think we need to do this. I want this done. Can you help me? And I think that there's not enough words to say what you mean to the hotel. Your peers, what they say, how they react to you speaks volumes, and you are there for them every day, and I appreciate you for that. Angel, while he is houseman on paper, that's his classification, he is a jack of all trades. He does have a section he recently acquired, but on the days when we're short-staffed or we're in a bind or something happens, he is very willing to say, okay, you need me outside on a 100-degree weather day or in 25-degree weather day, I'll go outside and cover groundskeeping. You need me in the chute, I'll sort all the linen. You need me to run linen up and come in at 5 a.m. after I've been here all day or all week on my 6th or 7th day, I'll do it. And then he does his regular job just as well. And having someone that's so flexible and so willing and with such a great attitude, and every time I see you, you're smiling, or he has something funny to say, and is just always cheering up the rest of the team. It just makes it very fun and enjoyable to work with. So congratulations. Thank you. But just to keep it consistent, I do have a couple more words, but there aren't enough rhyming words to express all this team can do. I can go on and on about the craziness that has made up Q2. From ADA to anime and all the groups in between, promotions, transitions, and changes, and losing our beloved Speedy. This team has kept their head up, working hard to keep the pace, and even on the toughest days, they continue to work with grace. Esperanza Maria, Angel Jose, and Mauro, your service adds up to 118 years. Asa tu copa, salute, prost. Oh hell, I love you, cheers.
Good job, Molly.
Okay, one more to go. Baldo, you want to come back up? And we've got Jose from Banquets.
So here we are again with Jose. Jose's come back to his roots. This is used to be his home. 28 years ago, he started back up here in Ventanas, doing working for the restaurant branches. What was the other restaurant again? Garden Terrace. Garden Terrace. He also worked there, but then he decided where the real money was. It was in Coffee Break, and there he is. Jose, what he's this guy is so talented. He's very, he's very like always trying to do something better. He's very creative. We're always like kind of leave all the VIP events to him because we know he's gonna take care of it. So, recently I found out he's got his own stash, his own locker with all his little props for doing his own, which I did not know, which is actually pretty cool. I wish I could be like that someday. Congratulations. Again, keep going, 28 years and going.
Okay, I just want to mention we have a few of our colleagues that could not make it today. Daniel and Thomas from stewarding, Dave from engineering, Cecilia from events, and Salvador from in-room dining. So when you see them, please offer your congratulations. A huge round of applause to all the awardees today. Couldn't thank you enough. Chef and Rogelio, thank you for the wonderful food. Events, thank you for the wonderful service. Everyone have a great weekend, and let's hope the water goes back into the river. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.